I've also learned a lot about running a business through what some people might consider a rather unusual source, which is mythology. I get a lot of information about running a business through reading myths, which are the stories that purport to tell us how life began or what created us, what brought us where we are, and we actually have a lot of concepts and myths that apply directly to business. So for people who are sole proprietors or single member LLCs, there's a lot we can learn from myths. And I have three brief things specific to what I've learned. One is cycles. Everybody here on the Cape especially knows about cycles with the weather. Our businesses are very seasonal. My business in particular, I make most of my money the 3 months of the summer, as many of us do, and then the rest of the year it's tricky to figure out how your income is going to be provided. Myths are full of cycles. Things repeat over and over in stories, and it's important to own these cycles and create our own rhythms in business so that we can be successful. And the second concept I get from mythology to run my business is mentorship. And Greek myths in particular are full of heroes who have succeeded only because they had help from someone else. There's the myth of Demeter and Persephone. Persephone goes to the underworld. She returns only because she has help, either from Hermes or Hecate, depending on the version. Theseus is a Greek myth. He goes into the labyrinth and he kills the Minotaur, but he can't make it out of the labyrinth unless he has guidance from Ariadne, who gives him the skein of thread that he unravels to make his way back out. Even in fairy tales, we see the value of mentorship. There's a Russian story of Vasilisa, who goes into the forest and meets Baba Yaga, and she only makes it out because she has the magic doll in her pocket. Pinocchio, he has his guide, Jiminy Cricket, on his shoulder. So mentorship is a key idea. A book I wrote last year and published is called Women Healers of the World, and I spoke with more than 20 women from 16 different healing traditions from all over the world, and I was surprised because most of them attributed much of their success, their professional success, to being mentored, to having someone in their lives when they were younger take them under their wing and show them the ropes. And so SCORE is the epitome of this model. It's a wonderful model, and I'd like to encourage everyone that in addition to reaching out and seeking mentorship from others, that you also give it freely, give of your expertise to others who are coming up in your field. And the third idea that I get from myths that I apply to my business is joy. The mythologist Joseph Campbell said, "Follow your bliss." It's important to reach into your heart and do what in your business makes you happy, and to also make other people happy. And it's also important to remember and not make the mistake that satisfaction is not the same as happiness. That satisfaction is a mental concept. Happiness comes from the heart. So you can have a client or a customer who is satisfied, but not necessarily happy. And only true emotions that come from your heart are going to elicit change and support your business. I've never seen a button on my QuickBooks program that says joy. You can't run a report for it. You can't say, oh, let me check my bliss levels today. It's not there. It's in here. And it's something that really has to come from within. And I think if you make joy your guiding principle, then both your personal life and your business will thrive. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. And thank you, Sue. Thank you, SCORE.